G'day and welcome to this video strategy for video pros training, where we're going to talk about getting started as a video strategist. So let's get straight into the slide. See, as a video producer, I think you feel it. That video production for business over the last 5 to 10 years really has changed. In fact, when I started in my video production business over 12 years ago, I remember getting a $10,000 loan just to buy a high-definition video production camera and a tripod and a couple of microphones and a computer that was powerful enough to edit that high-definition video content, and that was it. I had what I needed to get started and to go out there and start getting clients to pay me to make video. And at the time as well, I remember that there was only around 2 or 3 other people within my local area that had the similar level of equipment that I was competing against. But that has definitely changed. You see, it used to be that just having the right gear was enough to get people to pay you to make a video for them. But that is no longer the case. It's also no longer enough to just be good at your craft, to be able to film great content, to tell a great story, to edit beautiful footage. It's not what is going to stand you apart in your market today. And in fact, compared to when I started out in business 14 years ago, it's not about where you're based either. Chances are the businesses that are going to work with you are not going to choose you just because you're the nearest video producer to them. So it really begs the question, how are you standing out as a video producer in your market? How are you differentiating? How are you providing the most value to your clients? You see, the fact is that the world of video production for business has democratized. Every social media platform is a video platform. The demand for video for business has skyrocketed over recent years. The ability to produce high-quality video content is now in the hands and hip pockets of everyone. From 4K definition video in smartphones through to affordable DSLRs and artificial intelligence-based editing apps on websites. It's no longer enough to just be the person who can make video content for your clients. In fact, everybody has the capability to do that. It's democratized. And if we add to this the fact that the world of video production for business today is a noisy place, as more and more video content is being uploaded and published daily online, the stats are kind of crazy. I'm sure you've heard them. But what that means is that an average video consumer, the customers of the clients that are paying you to make videos, are bombarded every single day by countless pieces of average video content. In fact, I refer to this as the avalanche of average. So as a video producer, which obviously our goal is to get the content seen by the customers of that business, right? How are we actually creating content that cuts through all that noise, that actually gets the results that your clients need, the videos that you produce to create? You see, as a video producer, the fact is that we're paid to produce video, right? It says it in the name there. And what that means is that the value that we can provide to our clients is wrapped up in the value that they perceive that this video has for their business. So as a video producer, that's the role that our clients see us as having. They pay us to deliver a creative outcome. But as a video strategist, the fact is that we change that perception of our clients. Instead of being paid to deliver the creative output, we're instead paid to deliver a result for a business, a solution that video will provide. And by guiding our clients through the strategy advice that we can share with them, we're setting that content up for the results that they need. And that is a game changer. Changing that perception of the way that the clients see you as a video producer is the journey that you're about to start on as a video strategist. And I'm excited to share a bit more about how you can get there. So before we go any further, I just want to introduce myself. G'day, I'm Ben Amos. I'm a video strategist from Engage Video Marketing, and I also run Innovate Media, a video strategy and production agency based here in Queensland, Australia. I also host the Engage Video Marketing podcast, so go and check that out if you're a podcast listener. And I've been fortunate to speak around the world on stages on exactly this topic, around video strategy for business. Alongside that, I'm also coaching and consulting with a whole bunch of video producers just like you to help them establish themselves as a video strategist. So I think you're in the right place. I've been in various roles in media and film for 25 years and running this business for the last 14 years. And I've seen a lot changed as we've just established over that time. And before we go any further, I just want to take a moment to let you know that I'm releasing this free training right here on YouTube because I want to add value to you. So if video marketing, video strategy, or anything that we're talking about today is something of interest to you, then I think you would get a lot of value from just hitting that subscribe button. So thanks for that in advance. Let me share with you a little story. See, around about 8 years ago in my video production business, there was a distinct turning point, a time that I remember very clearly. You see, at the time, we were producing video content for small businesses around our local area. And in one particular case, I remember it quite clearly, that a client had paid us around about $5,000 to deliver a brand video for them. We had produced the video, we had handed the video over. They loved the video that we produced. We loved the work that we'd done to produce this video. Everyone was happy, right? We got paid, we moved on. But in this particular case, I remember quite distinctly being interested in what they'd actually done with that video once we'd handed it over. And about 6 months later, I was checking back, doing some digging into what they'd actually done with the video. And the only place they'd used that video was they'd uploaded it to their YouTube channel. And over 6 months, it had amassed a lousy 34 views. I remember that number really distinctly. 34 views. Clearly, there was not a return on that video's investment. 34 views, chances are most of that was probably from their staff, their employees, or their mum. So it made me realize that I was potentially failing our clients. And that didn't feel good to me. So I realized that there was something missing. We'd produced a great video, but we had never had the discussion, and our client had never asked us whether or not it was even the right video for them. Was it the right video for what they wanted that video to achieve? And did they have any idea about what to do with that video once we had handed it over to them? So that kind of kicked off for me this passion and this desire to figure out this stuff. Because what I realized was missing at that time was there was no strategy in place. We had simply produced the video we'd been asked to produce and we'd moved on. No one was having that strategic conversation with the clients. They weren't working with a marketing agency, and increasingly that's the case. Businesses are going straight to video producers and bypassing those marketing agencies or those advertising agencies who typically would have had that strategic discussion with those businesses. So I realized that our role as video producers, we needed to be the video strategist for our clients. And so that kicked off for me the last 7 years of developing as a video strategist, learning from the best in the world in video marketing and digital marketing, attending conferences and courses and reading books and listening to podcasts and figuring this stuff out. Figuring it out in a way that I was able to build frameworks around it to share it with my team so that they could figure this stuff out. And that framework has now become the online video strategy blueprint, but more on that later. You see, there's 3 things that I now know that I didn't know then. And the first one is that businesses don't actually want a video. I know it sounds counterintuitive, right? They're going to you for a video. They're paying you to make a video. But the fact is that they don't want a video. What they want is the business result that that video will provide for their business. They want more leads. They want to increase a conversion rate in their business. They want more sales. They want more community built around their business. They want the customers they do have to be more sticky, to increase retention in their business. They have specific business goals in mind, and that's why they're investing in video, not for the video itself. Video is simply the vehicle that gets that business towards the outcomes that they want. The second thing that I know now is that our role as video producers is to be the guide to get those clients towards the outcome that they want. You may be familiar with Donald Miller from StoryBrand or from Marketing Made Simple, Business Made Simple as it's now known as well. So he talks about the customer of a business being the hero of the story, and the role of the business or the service provider is to be that guide that comes alongside and helps them win the day, helps them achieve the outcomes. And, so our role as video producers or video strategists is to be the Obi-Wan Kenobi to the business's Luke Skywalker. And when you reposition yourself as a video strategist, that's the role that you're playing, the guide. Now, I live by this value, so much so that it's a bit of a motto that we have in my business, and I've even crafted it into a groovy looking graphic. And this is the idea that if we go into business with the mindset of leading with value, then we're going to be positioned as a service provider of value to our clients. And by providing more value, we're more likely to get that value back in return. It's as simple as that. If we go into business, into prospecting, into sales, into having those conversations with our clients, thinking about what value can I add to this business? How can I help them use video in a way that adds value to the bottom line of their business? Then that's going to be a win for everyone. And the third thing that I know now that I didn't know then was that you can learn this stuff. When I started out this journey to become a video strategist, I had no knowledge of digital marketing. I did not have a marketing or even really a business background. I got into this purely for the creative. I was a video producer. I understood how to edit, how to shoot, how to craft great stories, but I didn't understand digital marketing. But I do now. And you can learn this stuff. And I'm here to help you figure this stuff out too. So keep watching. So what does it look like as a video strategist as opposed to a video producer? Well, I believe that your role as a video strategist is to be that guide, to be able to guide your clients towards understanding which videos to create and why, and then potentially helping them implement that video across digital channels to actually set that video up for success. Now, I use that language very specifically, set that video up for success, because I don't want you to think about guaranteeing results with the videos that you produce when you're positioning yourself as a video strategist. In fact, your role is to do what you can and guide your clients towards success, right? And that's really exciting. So let me explain a little bit about what video strategy actually looks like as a video producer. Well, I believe it's all about understanding and mastering these 7 elements to effective video marketing. And I'm going to spend a little bit of time here just helping you understand what these 7 elements are. And there's a very specific structure to these 7 elements that are based around the fact that we start with this one here and then we go around this way. So they all interrelate and they all work together towards an effective video marketing strategy. To break it down for you, it's all about starting with knowing your audience. When you can help your clients, businesses really understand their audience. Who are their customers? Who are they selling to? Then from there you can define clear and measurable goals for that video strategy. Once you've established the goals, then we move through into content. And the content should be based on those goals that you've established in the business. So what I'm talking about here with content is what is the actual information that you're going to share in these videos? What's the content of the videos and how is it going to be put across through the video content you create? And then from there, once you've established a content plan, you'll move into distribution, because the content that you're releasing or producing should inform how you release or distribute that content across various digital platforms. The distribution should then inform how you optimize that content. And optimization is all about figuring out how to get people to actually see, engage, and watch your content on a given platform. From there, we should establish what metrics we're going to use to determine the success of that. Okay, so metrics is the data, the analytics, which there is so much available when it comes to distributing video on digital platforms. And we need to understand and master those metrics. And using strategic decisions that you've come up with alongside your clients around all 6 of those elements, that should inform the method and style of production. And yeah, it's counterintuitive that as a video producer, that production, how we actually make the videos, what they look like, what budget is involved, what talent is involved, locations, cameras, all of that sort of stuff that we love so much, is actually the last decision to be made in a strategic video marketing strategy. You see, it's understanding the audience, it's getting super clear on the goals that your content is going to impact upon for a business, and then what content you're going to distribute or create, and then how you're going to distribute it, what you're going to do for optimization, what metrics you're going to pay attention to that really matter for this video. Decisions made around those 6 should be what informs how you go about making the content, the production. You with me? Cool. So your role as a video strategist as you embark on this journey is to begin to understand, master each of those 7 elements so that you can guide your clients through a strategic decision-making process towards the successful outcome of that production that you produce. You see, as video strategists, you'll be working with your clients to ensure that they have the right video at the right time, used in the right way to move the right audience to take the right action, right? That's a lot of rights. The thing is here, and what I want to leave you with here in this training is that I believe it's no longer enough for us to just be good at making video content, to deliver videos to our clients that creatively they're impressed by, but that don't deliver the business, the real tangible business results that that video deserves to get for that business. And as a video strategist, that's the difference that we can make. And I'm excited to take you on that journey with me. So if you're interested in diving deeper into this stuff, I would invite you to register for the next free training that I'm doing for video strategy for video pros. And just look for the link to register for the training around this video or in the description here. And you'll be able to either get information on when the next free training is happening or register for the next free training that's just around the corner for you. And I can't wait to dive in deeper and help you develop as an effective and confident video strategist.